Okay, this is a quick tutorial for setting up the Sprite Replacer mod. For anybody who's having a bit of trouble, hopefully this will point you along the right path. So let's download this bad boy. Okay, that was easy. Okay, so we've got that. We also need to download something called X. So what this does is it lets us hook into the game and do things that we want to whenever the game does something else. Basically, it's a modding framework. So I'm zoomed in, so this might be a bit hard. Hopefully easier or maybe harder, I don't know, to follow. So you can download X from GitHub. Okay, so it would be x64. But I find it easier to use this installer because you just drop it in your game folder and it just sets everything up for you. So let's download this. Okay, we've got that. Okay. So let's open up the game folder, manage, and then browse local files, or you can do it over here. Manage and browse local files. Here we go. Here's the installer that I just downloaded. So let's just drop that into the game folder. That's fine. So you can see it's downloading from GitHub. So it's basically doing the same thing as if you were installing it by hand, but it's doing everything for you. Okay, cool. X installed. Fantastic. Wonderful. Excellent. So we don't need that anymore. Let's delete that. We don't need that anymore. So we now have our wonderful X folder. It's looking a bit sparse. There needs to be a few more things in there. So what we need to do first is run the game. Cool. Now let's there we go. So by running the game, X has basically set itself up. So now we have everything that we need. So we can close the game again. Off you go. Sometimes it doesn't close to me, I'm not sure why. Okay, so where were we? Oh, right, yeah. So we've got the Sprite Replacer, we've downloaded that, cool. It's a DLL. It's a X plugin. So where were we? We were in our game folder. We go in the newly created for us X folder and go in the plugins folder. Just drop that over there. And now we're done with you. That's installed. Well, it's added, it's not installed yet. We want a configuration file here. So let's run the game again. There we go. Okay. So great, we can replace sprites, but we don't have any sprites to replace yet. I mean, we don't have any sprites to use as replacements yet. So let's get on that. Let's see. We'll go for neon pink mod. Let's go for pink mod. So we want the textures. Stay down there. Okay. Excuse me. So let's go back. Actually, I tell you what, the easiest way to do it is to download the vanilla files. That's why I put them there. I remember now. I'm losing track of my, my helpfulness. We'll do the pink mod after. Okay, we've got the vanilla textures. So the benefit of this is that it's already set up for you, the folder structure. So the folder name matches that. So you just open that, drop that into there. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay. That's added a mods folder, and within that, a textures folder. And then in here is where you can put all of your different mods. So let's take the pink textures mod and pop that in there. Cool. So now if you run the game, you won't see any you won't see anything different, which is fine. That's good. That's expected. Let's close that. Off you go. So we want to enable one of these. So let's enable the pink textures mod. I just copied the name of it. So go back to BepInEx into config because we want to change the configuration of one of our BepInEx thingies. It's gone a bit weird. Let's try it again. There we go. Crisp and clear. Sprite replacer. Settings file, blah 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 blah. Enable texture mods true. So if you've got like loads of texture mods installed and you just want to quickly stop them all from working, you can just set that to false. Leave it as true at the moment. So the texture mod folder, it defaults to vanilla because it kind of expects that you've added the vanilla thing, even though I didn't. Okay, so yeah, you change that to anything within your textures folder. So let's take pink mod textures and save and load the game. Look at that, pink cursor, pink eyes, pink everything, absolutely bloody gorgeous. There you go, that's it.